On August 7th, we went to see Laufey in concert. It was the Cleveland performance, which means I officially got to see the first time Laufey cried on stage. What I'm going to try to do today is walk you guys through the experience that I had that day, because I took several different photos and videos, and I feel like this is the best way to present them just by talking through it all. First of all, I had never really listened to her music. I know the song that everyone knows, which is, of course, the song From the Start. It plays at work all the time. I cannot not know it. But Maria and Ella love her. They're like big fans. So they asked me if I wanted to go to this a while back, and it sounded better than sitting at home doing nothing. So I said I would go. It ended up being a pretty insane evening for reasons I will not be getting into. So the first picture I have should be showing up on the screen now. It's, as you can see, it's the Blossom Music Center. I figure since, I already said it was the Cleveland performance, may as well, that's where it was. There's no point in hiding that. You could just look it up anyways. But yeah, it was the Blossom Music Center. And then what should be flashing up now is kind of what that looks like as far as the stage. So you can see we've got like the lawn seating area, and then there's the stage, and the actual seats have like this ceiling kind of over them. And when I saw this, I had never been to this place before. When I saw this, it kind of gave me deja vu, but I didn't really think too much about that. But then I saw this picture on TikTok after the fact. So apparently this was one of only 4 shows she did. And the one she did right before this was in Chautauqua, New York, where they have that same kind of stage setup. That was where I had seen it before. And I didn't realize until I actually saw that picture afterwards. What you should be seeing now is the view that we had from where we were on the lawn. And it was like fine. I feel like the pictures don't really do it justice as far as like they seem like they were really far away. It didn't feel like that far away in person, especially because we had the TV screens showing us they were really like up close shots of what was going on the stage. She was performing with the orchestra. That's what she does, I guess. I'd never been there. I didn't know any of the music, so this was all like a completely new thing for me. What's flashing up now is when she showed up on the stage, when she came out like in front of the orchestra. You should be able to see her like on the screens. Obviously I can't see the pictures while I'm recording this, but I wrote down what each picture has, and I'm pretty sure I remember what they look like. So the first song she played, I guess it's called Dreamer. It was so good. It was actually so good. I still have to go back and listen to it on YouTube and see about adding it to one of my my playlists. Go to my playlist tab on my channel. But it was so good. It literally sounded like 1960s swing, and it was surprising because what I had heard of her was more like chilled out coffee shop music, and that one was more, that one sounded different to that. None of the other songs measured up to that first one, just saying. That first one was way better than all the rest, but there was one during the second set was called something like, what the fuck was it called? It was called like It Could Be You or something. I don't remember. It was something like This Could Be You. I don't know. And that one sounded a little bit like the first one. So that was my second favorite. What you should be seeing now is her playing cello. She brought out the cello for like the 5th or so song. She used it for several songs, but it was like the 5th song that she brought it out, I think. That's the last picture I have from the first set. Then I didn't have a chair, by the way. So Maria and Ella rented chairs. Maria was supposed to bring a blanket, but forgot it. So they got chairs. I had already spent money on some donuts and cherry Coke, which didn't taste like much of anything. The cherry Coke didn't taste like much of anything. The donuts were spectacular. I just squatted down next to them. And then during the intermission, I lost the spot where I was on the ground to people who showed up. So I had to just squat down in between them. Whilst I was in between them, I got this picture of the two of their heads. A couple songs into the second set, Laufey informed us that she had had some dry crackers during the break and that she would need to have a sip of water. So what you should be seeing now is her taking the sip of water. Might not be very clear, but you should definitely be able to see her sipping. She has like a glass of water and a straw. I found this pretty funny. Also during this particular moment, she mentioned, because people kept yelling like, "I love you." And she said, like, "I really do appreciate it, guys." But she's like, "I have these ear monitors or whatever in, so I can't really hear what you're saying. So I can't respond back every time, but I do love you guys as well." The next picture that you should be seeing, I don't remember what song was playing at all, but people were holding up their like phone lights, and I thought that was way too much. I'm like, why are we doing this? We absolutely don't need to be doing this. Maria had a set list that she got from Instagram, and at the time we were saying it was leaked, but it might just have been what someone uploaded from one of the previous performances, now that I think about it. And it was wrong, because that set list had the song Haunted, and she didn't do it. She did a different song in place of Haunted called Bored, which is apparently Maria's favorite song. Then the next picture you should be seeing is of the moon, because it was really, really bright and full that night. And then, okay, so now you're gonna see a video where she announced that she had released a song only a couple hours earlier from the new album that she's releasing on the 22nd. She said that on this album, she felt like maybe she had said too much. And then that leads right into the video that you're about to see now.
But let's be honest, I crossed that line a really long time ago. But yeah, it's a song about my insecurities, which is cool. But yeah, I like I said earlier, with this album, this new album, I wanted to just really speak from my heart in a way that, I don't know, in a way that I haven't before. And so, yeah, this is Snow White.
So then she played that song and everyone went crazy. And then it looked, I couldn't quite tell, but it looked almost like she was like tearing up from all the support through the camera that showed her on stage. And I guess I was right, because then in response to that, like everyone like actually stood up and actually gave her a standing ovation. And that's the next video you're about to see. She then said that this was the first time she had ever cried on stage, and then I started recording again.
Holding it together. I've been doing this since I was 4 years old, so I built a hard skin on stage. I've been shouted at before on stage, but I really want to thank you so much. I grew up playing classical music and always kind of being the odd one out, and I grew up playing cello and piano and loving jazz music, and I always felt so weird. And I grew up in Iceland, and I looked different, and I felt different, and I sounded different, and I often feel like I floated on a weird cloud and landed onto the world. And you all have proved to me that there is so much love and so much space for any kind of art form in the world. If you would have told a younger version of me that I'd get to play my songs and I'd get to play them with the Cleveland Orchestra, what the hell, sorry. This This is like one of the best orchestras in the world. You guys have this in your backyard. It's such a gem. If you would have told me that I'd get to play my music like this and mix classical music and jazz music and songwriting together like this and put my feelings and my insecurities into song and have it be received like this by such a beautiful community of people young and old, it really, I kind of can't believe it. And so I really urge you to chase your dreams, because this seemed like the most unlikely thing to me even 5 years ago. So thank you.
Only like shortly after that, it was coming up to the last song. So we all, the three of us, I mean, other people were doing it too. It was just the three of us who were there. We went up to the railing up front, as close to the stage as the lawn people are allowed to go. And that's what you should be seeing now, is the view we had from there. And then the next video is, she said she was going to play from the start, and that she encouraged us to sing along. So the next video is the chorus of that song. And then for the second chorus, you're gonna hear it in what I'm about to play for you. She says, like, I can't hear you, so we all like sang louder. So you're about to see that. I hear you, and I sound like you, but don't you feel it too? I loved you from the start. Confess I love you. Just thinking of you. Cleveland, from the start. After that song, she went off the stage, and we like thought it was over, but also Maria had said there was usually an encore, but we didn't know necessarily what to expect. And then she came back out and said that she had one more song. So I'm going to show you that now.
I have one more song for you. Definitely have broken some sort of record for level of sound at a orchestra concert. I wanted to take a quick moment to thank the Cleveland Orchestra for having me. I really urge you to go back and listen to, choose different concerts to go to with the Cleveland Orchestra, or any orchestra for the matter. Because classical music is so beautiful, and it's a constant, and it's something that doesn't go in and out. And in a time where things move really fast, it's really important to find those moments to slow down and sit down and learn something new and listen to something new. So I hope you've been bitten by the orchestra bug tonight. But anyways, I have one little last song for you. It's a song that I wrote as a letter to my 13-year-old son.